Zadande, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are finally talking about the next My Hero Academia movie, as well as the next season of My Hero Academia, Season 5 of My Hero Academia, and the third movie, My Hero Academia and the Three Musketeers. Now, I don't know if that's actually going to be its name, but that's going to be the name that I'm currently going to be calling it, as, well, that makes the most sense to me. So let's actually start off by talking about Season 5. So far, we've gotten a few trailers, not too much, but still a decent amount. Really, the only things that we've seen are things from the I guess training arc. It's a weird arc, to be sure, to call what you should call it. But basically, it's the arc where Class 1A and Class 1B go against each other to basically become the top class or whatever. And also as a training exercise to see which class Shinso should actually go into. Which I'm still hoping that he goes into A, because that would be awesome. I'm sorry, I'm really excited for the continuation of the story and to see how things continue after the war arc. Especially because apparently there's been some news that apparently we're getting Thunderbolt's freaking quirk revealed in this next chapter. I don't know, that's just a spoiler, but that's kind of a spoiler, but some basically Turtle Quark continued to be a jackass, and yeah, I don't know. Luckily, I didn't watch his video, but that's what but his title was ridiculous. Anyways, guys, yeah. So, what should we expect from Season 5? Well, quite simply, expect things to go pretty quickly. We will most likely be just seeing just the actual arc where we see the battles between the two classes, and then obviously we'll have the actual villain arc. Now, do I think that there's going to be much with the actual side stories? Basically, bonus episodes and stuff like that. What do I think is going to be added to these? And honestly, I can say with some certainty that I don't think that there's going to be anything that's really added, at least immediately. For the main reason for this is because of the fact that they kind of have to get this season done as quickly as possible if they want to actually release next season on time. This season 6 is probably one of those weirdest ones, considering the fact that it is a Christmas. It has a Christmas episode. And that episode will more than likely have a little bit more than than the actual manga. But considering that, that leads me to believe that they actually have to do a lot of things really quickly to basically get this season done with as quickly as possible, only covering the stuff that was already in the manga and maybe adding a few little details here and there, but mostly it's just going to be a quick boom, 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 we're all the way through. Maybe one anime only episode, but more than likely what that would be is that would be either at the beginning, or not the beginning, either the middle or the end. This is mostly because of the fact that by doing it in the beginning, it's actually detracting from the story of My Hero Academia and kind of distracting everyone from, hey, look, we have this important battle that's still actually going on. Basically, I know that no one really knows this too much, but yes, the Endeavor battle that we see at the very end of Season 4 does actually continue in Season 5, because of the fact that the next part of the battle is Dabi versus Endeavor. So that has to actually happen really quickly, and they don't really have time to put in an anime-only episode there, unfortunately. So putting in the middle, where we've got that little transition to basically go from the hero that training arc to then go into the villain arc. That's what that has to do with everything. Then at the end we could also get something, but that's mostly because of the fact that there's quite a bit of just weird connections and stuff, and more than likely that will be the thing that explains what exactly happened and bring people into the second movie, because that's around the time that the second movie is taking place. So yeah, and then in season 6 we will be continuing and seeing finally the arcs that everyone is excited for, and also the stuff for the third movie. Now, that's actually a really interesting point. Some people have actually theorized that this movie is actually going to be coming out over here in America around the time that the anime has actually started up. Just due to the current situation and all of that stuff. Meaning that since the third movie is coming out in Japan around somewhere in the summer, that means that the third movie would then be releasing somewhere in the fall over here in America, which would actually be perfect timing for the My Hero Academia season. If we can actually get through the entire first arc of season 6, that means that the third movie will actually be placed right smack dab in the middle. And we will actually, more than likely, there will actually be something there that's basically saying, hey, look, here's this thing, enjoy, and all of that stuff. I actually do think that there is going to be some cool interactions, basically seeing Deku using both Black Whip and Float, possibly, but Float's kind of up in the air situation, so I'm not 100% certain if that's actually going to be the case or what. Because currently it's looking like Deku just gained Float, but it's not necessarily 100% certain at this time. So, yeah. So, honestly, I'm just kind of just trying to figure out what everything is going to be happening soon. And needless to say, I'm really excited. And even though there's currently no real information about the Three Musketeers, except for obviously the poster that I've been having in the background for this entire time, basically, this is a big deal to me. Because it makes me realize, yeah, these guys are currently wearing their winter outfits, which they were wearing during the whole Endeavor agency arc. So more than likely, like people have been saying, this is going to be taking place during the actual Endeavor agency arc. More than likely what it's going to be is that Endeavor is going to send these kids off to do some mission. It's supposed to be a simple mission, basically get in, get out, no big deal. But in actuality, it ends up being something that is super important. Be it that they come across some villain, or maybe they come across Mr. Compress, and we actually get a little bit more from the whole reveal that just happened in the manga. So, yeah. I think that would have been really interesting. That would be really interesting to see. But the fact is that we do know that there is going to be someone that they're going to be coming across to face. So, who exactly could this person be? And also, what should we expect from the rest of the cast? Should we expect anything? And honestly, right now, I want to say that we should not expect literally anything from the rest of the cast in this movie. Maybe a brief appearance at the beginning and at the end. Maybe something like Ochako is freaking out just because of all that's happened, and she was worried about Deku the entire time. Maybe something else, but that's kind of what I'm imagining for this season, or for this movie, because, like I said, it's the Three Musketeers. It's not saying something like, it's not something like Heroes Rising, where the movie is clearly focused on all of the all of the students working together to be heroes. Which I honestly want to say that that movie will probably remain as the number one My Hero movie, and I actually still think that it should have that if it is going to be into something, I really do think that that could win an Oscar or something like that. So, especially if they're only including things that released in theaters. But that's just that. Unfortunately, we can't say for certain on anything else, but yeah. Honestly, I think that, like I said, it's probably just going to be a longer episode where basically these guys are going to do something kind of crazy. Honestly, I can't say for certain right now, and as we get more information, you can expect me to be talking more and more about it. In fact, I'm actually expecting us to be getting a trailer around in a few days, weeks, months. Honestly, not sure. But I do expect us to get some sort of trailer for the movie before too long, and then we'll actually be able to talk about that trailer as things come about. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell. And if you want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias and ways that you can support us financially, including our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny, and also check out the book, which is also down there, and of course, the merch store, which, just another quick reminder that everything will be wiped clean and redone starting in January. So if you want to get any of these shirts, get them now, because most of them will probably never come back again. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!